Today, I've got a guitar equipped with a German crunchbucker. What the hell is that? Let's find out. Hey man.
What's so funny?
I don't know, I'm just excited about this one.
I didn't realize it was a dress-up day.
Yeah, well I figured that I'd class it up a little bit, go with something different from my normal t-shirt.
And I figured I'd dress like a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, well there you go.
So what do we got today? What's going on?
Okay, so well, we got something pretty cool. What do you think it is based on the outline?
So I'm gonna guess what we have here today is a Gibson Les Paul, mostly because I wanna see a Gibson Les Paul today. Let's see what we got here.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Surprise. It's a guitar.
What? Oh, yeah.
It's a...
Sweet.
It is a Duesenberg Starplayer Special.
What the? It's nice. Wow.
That
it's a shiny guitar.
It's a shiny guitar.
This one I would call spiffy. I'd almost call it a doozy. Dude, this is rad.
Duesenberg. So, you've never played a Duesenberg?
Not that I can recall. Maybe in like a small shop somewhere, but no, I don't remember.
I'd never played one until this one, and it is awesome. The attention to detail and how well it's built, and it sounds wicked.
Very shiny, very crisp, kind of like your shirt today.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
German maker, so this is made in Germany. They make all of the components in the guitar.
Okay, nice.
So most manufacturers, all the big ones, they outsource parts. They outsource the tuners, they outsource the input jack, knobs, whatever it may be. Duesenberg makes all of it in-house. Every piece of this guitar feels like it was designed and engineered for this guitar, which is really, really cool. So you've got this very cohesive instrument. Just even the headstock. You have that nice truss rod cover. Even the serial number on the back is a plate. It's not a stamp. Duesenberg also makes their own strings. So even the strings are Duesenberg strings. The string gauge on this guitar, 10 to 50.
Yeah,
so they're heavy, they're heavy strings, eminently playable. That's just German engineering, I guess. It's awesome. This is their entry-level guitar, and man, is it pretty awesome. Hey, just a quick reminder to please like, subscribe, and to share this video, and to ring the bell. Now, back to the show. The neck pickup is called a Grand Vintage humbucker.
Okay.
The bridge is called a crunchbucker. And it lives up to its name. It's awesome. Another cool thing is we've got our two knobs here. There's a little bit more to the tone knob. This way is tone, but you get to the middle position and then you move the other direction and it's a coil split.
Oh.
So splits into a single coil. So I love playing this, and I think that you're gonna love playing it as well.
I look forward to it.
Okay, well, Cort's gonna walk us through tone check, but first, story time. Oh, hello there. Welcome to story time. Today we have a guitar from a smaller maker that is making big waves. Duesenberg Guitars are a German manufacturer based in Hanover, Germany. Now, you may have heard of Duesenberg before, and you're probably thinking about automobiles. And you're probably right. Actually, you are right. The original Duesenberg was an American luxury and racing automobile company founded in Indianapolis in 1920 and dissolving in 1937. Now that Duesenberg and this Duesenberg have nothing in common aside from the name. And obviously today, we're talking guitars because this is a guitar show, and we talk about guitars. Duesenberg Guitars was founded in 1986 by Dieter Gohlsdorf. Did I mention that they're German? Is the name Dieter Gohlsdorf a giveaway? At that time, they made primarily futuristic-looking heavy metal guitars, and by the early 1990s, they'd begun to settle into their more Art Deco look that we know today. And the first model with staying power was the Starplayer, which is today's featured model. While the Starplayer may bear some resemblance to a Les Paul, Duesenbergs come in many interesting shapes like the Caribou, the Paloma, the Julia, and the double cat. The design elements of these guitars are clearly very deliberately thought out, with the three-step design language seen everywhere from the D logo to the headstock to the tuners, all the way to the pickguard. Something else that's very unique and cool about this company is that all their hardware and electronics are made in-house. As a result, everything you see on this guitar has Duesenberg branding. It really gives the feeling that all aspects of this instrument were meticulously considered. And artists must feel that way too, with Duesenberg boasting a who's who roster of many rock legends, beginning back in the early 2000s with Ron Wood of the Rolling Stones and Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top, up to the present day with guys like Joe Walsh of the Eagles and the James Gang, to Dave Backish of Sum 41, to Ken Casey and Jeff DeRosa of my personal favorites, the Dropkick Murphys. Added to that, they made a Dropkick Murphys band signature guitar as well. And if anyone has one of those, let me know in the comments. Hell, they even made one for Amber Heard's ex. No, not him. Yeah, him. Yeah, Mordecai. And it's not just limited to artists. They've recently released a James Bond limited edition guitar. And while Cort is no James Bond, I do spy him over in the Tone Check studio, ready to give this thing a workout. What's it gonna sound like? There's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out. That kind of sounds like it could be the name of a James Bond novel.
Welcome to Tone Check, and today we've got a Duesenberg. I'm excited to get it in my hands and see what the hell it sounds like. And this one has something interesting about it that we will explore to some degree. So, let's grab our pick. So what we have here is the Duesenberg Starplayer. Cutie. Kind of has a little bit of an old 50s, 60s car look. Not bad at all. Duesenberg, Duesenberg, Duesenberg. Doozy. Okay, let's get back to the sounds. But first, signal path. Here's how the sound of the guitar comes from our studio to your ears. And this week we're using a new microphone, the Sphere L22. So the interesting thing we know about this guitar is that it has humbuckers, but they can coil tap to a single, but they don't tap. What they do is you rotate the tone knob to a certain degree and then it becomes a single coil. So the tone knob has like a little ridge where it locks in the middle. Now, if I rotate it counterclockwise to you guys, it works like an ordinary tone knob, scooping out the highs. Now we go the other way. And it's getting brighter. But when we go really far, hear that? Now we got the single coil. As opposed to when I take it off the single coil. And that goes for every position. Single coil. So that's pretty interesting. It's always good to have those options there. And these pickups sound quite punchy and interesting. Guitar overall has a very crunchy sound to its humbuckers. We know this one's actually called a crunch bucker, so there you go. feel like this guitar has quite a bit of signal coming through, so it's the kind of guitar that shows the articulation. So if you're a little sloppy, you don't get away with it as much with this guitar, which is fine. A, it's okay to be sloppy, and B, when you don't be sloppy, sounds good. All right, let's drop D a little bit. We drop D because the only real signatory person that I think of when I think of Duesenberg is Dave from Sum 41. Cheers, Dave. They're kind of local heroes from where we are. Sounds pretty crunchy. All right, so this one goes out to Davey. Something like that.
Hey, quick reminder to please like, subscribe, and to share this video. And now, back to tone check.
So yeah, this guitar plays really great. I really like how it looks. It's not necessarily my style. I think the only thing I would do look-wise is probably put non-dot inlays, but that's just me. Other than that, it's pretty slick. One thing that a lot of companies can't necessarily pull off is their own headstock, because the two big companies kind of design headstocks and they kind of nailed it. So right now we got that. You know, it's almost Gibson-y, but it's got its own little steps at the top. Do I like it? Better than a Kramer. Thanks for watching. I'll play you out. Well, that's funny. Never expected that to... Is there like a hair maybe off here?
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you see something? No, it's these fucking lights.
Cool.